What happens when a team standing on the edge of collapse catches a faint glimmer of hope, a spark so small, yet powerful enough to rewrite the fate of an entire season? What if, from the shadows of obscurity, a forgotten name rises to embody the heartbeat of a city that refuses to surrender? The New Orleans Saints, an emblem of resilience, faith, and unyielding spirit, find themselves at a crossroads once again. The weight of devastating injuries has shaken their foundation, and their playoff dreams flicker like the last light before darkness. Yet, just as despair threatens to settle in, a new name whispers through the halls of possibility. Audric Estime, at only 22 years old. Estime's journey already reads like a story pulled from myth, a tale of hardship, promise, and the relentless pursuit of redemption. Forged in the proud tradition of Notre Dame football, he ran with a conviction that punished defenses and inspired teammates. His 221-pound frame spoke not just of strength, but of endurance, a man who understood that greatness demands pain, and that the field gives no mercy. But the NFL, that grand stage of dreams and disappointment, is not a sanctuary for comfort. It demands more than talent. It tests patience, resilience, and the very core of a player's heart. Drafted in the 5th round by the Denver Broncos, Estime's rookie season was a study in contrast, glimmers of brilliance, shadowed by moments of hard truth. 13 games, 76 carries, over 300 yards, and 2 touchdowns, numbers that hinted at promise. But the costly fumbles reminded him how thin the line between triumph and heartbreak can be. Then, in August, Denver moved on. The system shifted, the depth chart evolved, and Sean Payton, ironically, the former Saints architect, closed that chapter. Estime was left adrift, his dream dimming. But fate, unpredictable as the flight of a football through autumn air, wasn't done with him yet. The Philadelphia Eagles extended a hand, offering him a place on their practice squad, a lifeline, a chance to rebuild. Yet even that reprieve was short-lived. On October 14th, they'd let him go. And once again, he found himself in the uncertain twilight between potential and oblivion. Then came New Orleans, a city unlike any other, a place defined by its scars, its soul, and its refusal to die. When the Saints lost to critical players, running back Kendre Miller to a torn ACL and center Eric McCoy to a cruel biceps injury, the team was left gasping for stability. Promoting Velus Jones Jr. filled one gap, but the heartbeat of the backfield still faltered. What they needed was more than just a player. They needed belief, energy, and defiance. They needed Estime. At 5'11" and built like a fortress, Estime runs not merely with force, but with conviction, a style that changes the rhythm of a game, that reminds everyone watching that effort can bend destiny. Scouts once doubted him for a slow 40-yard dash for .71 seconds that seemed to define his ceiling. But he refused to accept the verdict. He trained. He bled. He cut it down to 4.58. Numbers changed, but more importantly, so did the narrative. And that is the essence of both Estime and the Saints, the relentless rewriting of expectation. Now, in this fragile moment of the season, his arrival feels almost poetic. A young man cast aside twice now walks into a city that understands resurrection like no other. For New Orleans, Estime is more than a depth signing. He's a symbol, a test of faith, a reminder that heart, not hype, drives the game forward. If he can learn fast, hold on to the ball, and let his instincts guide him, he might become something greater than anyone expects. Perhaps even a spark that reignites the Saints' flame. Because the NFL, for all its numbers and headlines, is built on stories like this: rebirth, redemption, resilience. As the Saints fight through injury and uncertainty, Estime's journey becomes a mirror to their own. Sometimes, in football as in life, revival begins quietly with one man, one chance, one unshakable belief that the story isn't over yet. So what do you think? Could Audric Estime rise from the margins and carve his name into the heartbeat of this season? Or will this be another fleeting moment in the grand, unpredictable symphony of the NFL? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insight fuels this community. And if you felt the pulse of this story, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more in-depth NFL narratives, and stay tuned. Because here, every play matters, every voice counts, and every comeback begins with belief.